Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a follow-up video to the Polaris upgraded LED projector lens kit. So I've installed the 3-piece halo LED combination kit from Polaris, and now this video is going to be covering how to get the halos to light up by themselves. Now you have to buy a custom wiring harness to do that. The kit itself, when you retrofit it to an older machine, is not going to light the halos like it would on the 2020. Okay, so when you light up this machine here, just the key on, lights off, you get just the halos. Now, this upgraded kit from Polaris, which I just put in part 1 of this video series, does not do that. So when I turn on the machine and turn on the lights, everything lights up. So we have everything lit up, which looks good. But if you want to have that kind of just a running light or the halos on, that's why you would need the custom wiring harness that I purchased off of eBay. I will put information to the seller down below the video. But this video is going to consist of just that, installing that custom wiring harness and what I want to do in addition to it. So let's go take a look at the harness first, and I'll tell you what I want to kind of do to it. Here it is. So we have the custom wiring harness, very well constructed. Everything is labeled on here, so it should go very simple. The install should be quick. And it comes with everything you need: zip ties, this kind of plug to cap off one of the connectors, and everything looks really well. Everything is wire loomed and zip tied so it doesn't come apart. I will go ahead and put some electrical tape around these ends so dirt and debris don't get inside of it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do myself. And this here is a Polaris work light switch. Now this does not come with the kit. I bought this separately. Now what I want to do is, this wiring harness will light up the halos, but I want to bypass it and shut them off if I want to go in stealth mode. So that's what I'm going to be wiring it up in addition to the harness. That way I can also shut them off if I want. You know, I have the option of doing that, unlike the 2020 850 out there, that once you have the key on, it's always going to have the halos on. So I'm going to attempt to do that with this switch and just wire it up. It should be a simple thing to do. So I'll see if that works out or not, but I'm really happy with the way it's constructed. Really high quality product. I believe I paid $200 for this, so it's not cheap. And the headlight kit is not cheap either. So in total it's $600 of an upgrade. But it really makes your ATV look really sharp. So included is instructions with the kit, 3 pages, really detailed color instructions. So he did a great job when it comes to instructions. Gives you everything in a nice Ziploc bag, and I'm really happy with the presentation and the delivery of the product. So far I highly encourage this and highly recommend it, just by the looks of the quality of everything, and the labeling is just impeccable. Alright, so let me go ahead and start the process of installing the custom wiring harness on the machine, and then at the end of the video I'll go ahead and attempt to install the bypass switch on the machine and see what the outcome is. I also want to install another one of these for a set of rock lights, or like just work lights that illuminate the ATV all the way around the machine. So I have another one of these coming, and I plan on using one for this and then the other one for the rock lights, utility lights, whatever you want to call them. That way I can see all the way around me when I'm on the trail at nighttime or snow plowing. So let me get to it and I'll show you guys what the process looks like. Alright, so far I've got everything hooked up and it works, and I want to show you guys everything laid out before I go ahead and kind of zip tie everything together. You will need to remove that headlight pod, and then you just run the cabling all the way up behind here, plug it into the LED high beam pod, connect the Polaris harness connector to the input side of the harness, then run it down here, then connect what connects to your housing to the harness, so that'll be your input, low beam input, and then go ahead and run each side of the connectors for right hand and left hand right to the LED headlight pods. You will have one feed coming from the Polaris wiring harness for the right hand side pod. That's going to be free, so you go ahead and cap that off with the supplied plug here for the connector. This here you will just zip tie out of the way, and that is not needed anymore. So the custom wiring harness will feed each of the LED pods on the low beam. So you have a connector that goes right to them. As you can see, they're labeled left hand and right hand here. So then this wire here, this orange wire, connects to the orange white striped wire near your battery. This is for your accessories. Some of you guys might not have this available. They might be already taken up by other accessories. So you basically jump this just like you see here with the supplied connector. The terminal is great, so you can still attach anything else you have, like this wire here, which goes to the power angle for my plow. That gets connected to that, and you still can run your accessories. So you have to find that orange white striped wire, then connect the orange wire, which is basically the running lights, those halos that will illuminate. So if you have this unplugged, then you won't have the halos. So it's very important for you to plug this orange wire in. Otherwise, your halos will not function or illuminate. So I just want to show you guys really quick what it looks like before I go ahead and button everything up. Lights are off, and it's just the halos. And it works like it says it does. Looking really good. Happy with the way they look. As you can see, only the halos are lit up, which looks excellent. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and put everything back together and zip tie everything back in place. Put the headlight pod back in, and also the panel that goes here. I'm going to hold off on that bypass switch just for now, and I'll make another video on it later down the road. But it should be a simple install. All you have to do is install that rocker switch basically inline to this power supply, and just run your wires to wherever you want them, which is going to be right over here. I'm going to put one here and one here for the rock lights. So that's going to be an easy kind of add-on down the road. I'm just going to hold off for now, like I said, but I'm going to go ahead now and clean this up and show you guys the final product. Alright, so here is the final wiring. I went ahead and zip tied everything in place, wire loomed everything, and also I put electrical tape on the end of the connectors in the wire loom, just to keep debris and stuff out of the wire loom. So I also went ahead and pulled in the old Polaris connectors that used to be on either side. I pulled them all the way back in through here towards the center of the machine. That way they would be out of the way and not getting all full of crap. So they're all tucked in nice. Everything's wire loomed. I ran this wire here right down the center, right next to the accessory wires, so I still have access to that when I need it. And everything is tucked in, wire loomed in place. And I'm really happy with the outcome of the wiring. So I'm going to go ahead now and just put on the panels that I took off, and give you guys one last look at the machine. Alright guys, so there she is, all buttoned up and looking good. One last thing, you will not need the Polaris adapters that come with the Polaris upgrade kit. So the custom wiring harness has the proper connections. So these three pieces will not be needed if you plan on getting that custom harness in conjunction with the kit. And one last tip is to make this easier on you, if you need to lift this body panel up to get the wires out and to do exactly what I did here, you're going to want to take these two bolts out, and then take these two bolts out here in the front of the panel as well, 10 millimeters down low here. That will allow you to lift this up and be able to maneuver those wires just like I did. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do it because it's too tight. But you want to go through the little kind of bump out here with the wires. That way they don't pinch on the top of the radiator support. So that's one last tip. And yeah, that's it, guys. I mean, this kit looks excellent. So I will have actual footage coming up when I do the alignment video. I will go ahead and show you guys kind of what the lighting output is and kind of how it compares even to this machine here with the high beam, just standard kind of LED bulb upgrade, which has the halogen housing still. So look forward to that video. I'll go over the alignment of, you know, an aiming of the headlights, a high beam and low beam. And also don't forget to check out the first part of this video, which is the install of the actual 3-piece LED upgrade kit from Polaris. So really liking the way it looks. My machine looks like a 2021 now, and I'm really happy with the outcome so far. And the custom wiring harness, like I said, it's highly recommended. It does exactly like it says. And let's actually take a look one last time of the lights. So we have just the halos. Well, guys, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions or comments, please place them right down below. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.